this is the gorgeous Crescent Lake. Right, the main feature here of Crescent Lake Provincial Park. Today we got offered the chance to come and visit for David Thompson Country to help show you guys all the cool things there is to see here. And the first thing is this lovely little beach that seems to be a very, very popular spot here. I had to come here early in the morning to get this place with nobody here except for a couple geese that I seen on the way here. There's nice natural sand all along here, and it sneaks out all the way to the back, all the way over there. And the boat launch is kind of on the other side, so this is kind of like no wake zone. There's also a trail that runs around the entirety of the lake, so we're going to be doing that today. And there's also a slew of day areas, little picnic places where you can have a fire or do a barbecue. There's a playground for the kids. There's a lot of stuff to check out here. So without wasting any time, let's head on out and go check out all the things you want to know about Crescent Lake Provincial Park. So once you reach Crescent Lake Provincial Park and you go all the way to the end of the road, you're going to land right here, which is at the lake, but more importantly, the boat launch. So this is kind of like a temporary spot where there's not a whole lot of parking here. There's no parking signs all along the edge, just maybe 100 meters out of here, and then you can park your vehicle and do all that stuff there. If you just have a kayak or a paddle board, there's lots of space for you to come in and out of here. So if you guys come on the lake, make sure that you don't create a whole lot of wake and stay away from these edges where all of this vegetation that comes in. These birds like to nest in here. So there's a bunch of signs throughout to try to protect the loons and protect the water birds that live also in here. One of the gems here of David Thompson Country, Crescent Lake. Here at Crescent Lake Provincial Park, you're going to find a lot of these. A lot of picnic tables and fire pits. There's a lot of these all around the parking lot and all along the beach at the far back over there. There's one over there, there's one over here. Just in this little area, there's like 3 picnic tables and 2 little fire pits. And there's a lot of these that follow the very ending here of the Amaretto Trail all the way in the back, which ends at the parking lot. If you don't want to do the whole trail around the lake, you can come here and still use it for the day and have a nice lunch, barbecue with your family. This is very reminiscent of a lot of day use shelters I've seen in a lot of the national parks. And there's one right here in this provincial park. And this one has actually full windows all along. And these doors close so you can actually 100% shield you down. You get the stove right in there. You can use it for warmth if it's early season or late season, or for cooking. 2 picnic tables, you get a nice flat floor and you got an awesome roof. Huh. Very, very cool. Very, very cool. So this is basically the middle of the actual provincial park. It's definitely one of the crown jewels here as far as camping goes and day use area and everything here in Thompson Country. I don't think there's another site where you can find everything that you want to either day use or camping or the water access or trails, mountain biking or paddle canoeing, you name it. They kind of have it all here. The only thing that this is missing is fishing, but at the Twin Lakes, which is just south of here, if you want to fish some trout, and the lake there is actually stocked, making it pretty easy to fish. Far south side of Crescent Lake Provincial Park, you'll find this gorgeous little spot right here, and it's called the Twin Lakes. So you'll find trout in here. On the Crescent Lake side, I think you'll only find perch, from when I was told by the parks people. There's also another little campground at the far back. There's a hand launch station at one side, there's another hand launch station at the other one, and in the middle there's these gorgeous little docks that veer right into this peninsula. There's two of them actually, so even if you want to fish from the dock, this might be one of the best places I've ever seen in the province to come and actually get right into the middle of the lake without even needing a boat. another cool thing you can come and check out here at Crescent Lake Provincial Park is the Amaretto Trail. And this trail is like a nifty little 10 kilometers that runs entirely around the lake for any sort of mountain biking or just hiking. It's a perfect little trail for that. No horses are allowed on the trail, but I stopped by this little rest spot here. Somebody seemed to have cut some logs into chairs to have a little bit of a rest spot. Let's start hiking around here and show you guys what the Amaretto Trail looks like. Far opposite side of Crescent Lake, you'll find this gorgeous little lookout. And this is part of the Amaretto Trail, which actually was created here in August of 1990. It was the Amaretto Mining Corporation donated all this money to make a nice trail around the entire lake. This is probably the best lookout spot you'll see. The rest of the trail on the east side is mainly in the forest. And on the far other side of the lake, there's a row of cottages, so you don't actually have lake access, so you have to go all the way to the beach. And you get this pretty little view of this island here. It's kind of like a flow of traffic for the boats because they seem to be going around the island and kind of keep everything flowing in one direction. This is also a great lake for canoeing, kayaking, and paddleboarding. So let's keep hiking down the trail and get around the lake on the other side. And then we're going to show you guys the rest of Crescent Lake Provincial Park. You can do in one day here, Crescent Lake Provincial Park. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope it encourages you to come and check out this wonderful area here that we have right in the middle of David Thompson Country. Well, this is Crescent Lake, and I'm Eric Tremblay, and these are my adventures. Peace out.